are people who say, there's nothing I can do. And so they don't say anything. So they leave it up to people like me who are willing to come here and represent them and tell you, you need to look at the Public Service Commission. They're not reading the documentation that's being given to them. They're not reading the reports that are even coming from the Office of Regulatory Staff. If they were, they would be making SCE&G SCANA responsible for these increases instead of us.
Well, listen, thank you, and I agree. I'm sure you probably are aware, but we have a thing called ex parte, and we had some rules that changed for the PSC a number of years ago. That is a very tough thing in some cases, because it's not like you can go and talk to them like you used to be able to, and that makes it very difficult. And I agree with you. I appreciate you sharing this. We'll certainly try to talk about this.
Well, keep me in the loop.
I will, and I'm going to give you my card, and would ask that if you please would keep me in the loop too.
I'll keep any of you that want to be in the loop in the loop.
Yes, ma'am.
Because we really are angry, and I have people calling me, and they're glad that I'm the one that's willing to stand up here and speak, because this isn't right. This is not right.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Wright. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, Representative Two.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I can sense your pain, and I can realize it too, because a lot of people's bills have been outrageous, and obviously this factor has contributed to it, a 31% increase, and the tremendous heat we've had is also. And I was thinking just today, thank God that gasoline is down, because if we were paying as much for power as we're having to pay now and having to pay high gas prices, it would put even more of a squeeze on people's pockets.
But the increase that we have been given is made more because of our electricity. We have people who are leaving their houses at 87 degrees and 104-degree temperature outside. That's too hot. You don't leave your house like that. But they can't afford to pay the electric bill if they turn the air conditioner up higher.
Okay. Ms. Wright, let him finish his
sorry.
comment or question, okay?
I'm sorry.
Well, I would like to be included in the loop. I've actually scheduled to sit down with some of the officers of SCE&G, and I'll be meeting with them possibly next week. We were supposed to meet last week, and there was a conflict came up at the end. So, and I've asked some questions, et cetera, so they were courteous enough to say, we got 6 or 7 people, sit down with you, we'll talk about the whole shooting match. I know that Duke is at 9 cents a kilowatt, SCE&G's at 14. I know that's a big difference. 15 years ago, SCE&G was the lowest one. So, I guess there's a lot of things that have happened, but I want to make sure I understand what all has happened. Now, let me make one comment on the PSC. We elect PSC members from the people that run. One of the best things, and this is just me talking out loud, one of the best things you folks could do, if you've got a problem with the PSC, find you some candidates to run for the PSC in the different districts, and we'll have different options of people we can vote for. And that's an appropriate way for you folks. I know we've got an immediate issue, but that's an appropriate way for you folks to try to get some people that you think will do a better job at fairness. Everything needs to have a balance to it. And I hear what you're saying. You think the balance is way out of line now. But we would have to vote on the people that run. So I'll put that out as something we need to look at if we want to work on.
I agree with that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wright. Any other questions? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.